Hello and welcome back to the Combat Intel Media. Tensions in the Middle East have reached a breaking point as Israel and Iran enter one of the most dangerous phases of open confrontation in recent years. What began as a series of covert operations and drone attacks has now escalated into direct military strikes, with both nations unleashing their full might across multiple fronts. In the early hours of this morning, Israel launched a series of precision airstrikes targeting what it described as Iranian Revolutionary Guard assets in Syria and southern Lebanon. According to the Israeli Defense Forces, the operation aimed to neutralize missile depots, command centers, and drone facilities used by Iranian-backed militias operating near the Golan Heights. Explosions lit up the night sky over Damascus and Homs, while local reports confirmed at least a dozen separate impact sites. But what followed took the world by surprise. Within hours of Israel's strikes, Iran retaliated directly, marking one of the boldest military responses in years. For the first time, Tehran's forces launched a coordinated barrage of ballistic and cruise missiles not only from Iranian territory but also through allied proxy groups in Iraq and Yemen. Several Israeli military installations in the Negev desert and near Haifa reportedly came under attack. Witnesses described scenes of chaos as Israel's Iron Dome and David Sleen air defense systems lit up the sky in an intense attempt to intercept the incoming salvos. While Israeli officials claim that most of the missiles were intercepted, several impacts were confirmed near key military infrastructure, including an airbase believed to host advanced F-35 fighter jets. This marks a significant escalation, a shift from shadow warfare to open confrontation. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu convened an emergency cabinet meeting and vowed a crushing response, stating that Israel would defend itself with full force and without hesitation. Meanwhile, Iran's Revolutionary Guard Corps issued a rare public statement declaring that the era of unilateral Israeli aggression is over. Military analysts are calling this one of the most dangerous moments in the region since the 2006 Lebanon War. The conflict is no longer limited to small proxy battles, it's now a direct Israel-Iran showdown, with both sides demonstrating advanced long-range strike capabilities. Satellite imagery analyzed by defense experts shows that Israel's earlier strike damaged multiple hangars and a suspected Iranian logistics hub in Damascus. But Iran's retaliation has revealed vulnerabilities in Israel's air defense network. Reports from Israeli media indicate that some defense systems malfunctioned under the volume of missile fire, leading to unanticipated breaches. One of the most alarming claims suggests that a missile struck near an Israeli radar station, a critical component of early warning systems. Across the Middle East, militaries are on high alert. U.S. forces stationed in the region have reportedly moved to higher defensive postures. The Pentagon has condemned Iran's actions but also urged restraint from both sides. The situation is extremely fluid, with fears that one miscalculation could spark a wider regional conflict involving Lebanon's Hezbollah, Yemen's Houthi rebels, and even Iraq's Popular Mobilization Forces. In Tel Aviv, citizens are bracing for more attacks. Air raid sirens echoed throughout the city during the night, and emergency shelters have been reopened. Meanwhile, in Tehran, the streets filled with celebratory crowds as state media broadcast images of what it called successful retaliatory strikes against the Zionist regime. Defense analysts suggest that this confrontation exposes the changing dynamics of modern warfare. Iran's expanding missile and drone arsenal, capable of traveling over 1,000 kilometers, has given Tehran a strategic reach that Israel can no longer ignore. In contrast, Israel's unmatched air superiority allows it to deliver pinpoint strikes deep into hostile territory. This evolving arms race has set the stage for a conflict that could redefine military balance in the region. International reaction has been swift. The United Nations Security Council is expected to hold an emergency meeting within hours, while European leaders are calling for an immediate ceasefire. However, both Israel and Iran appear determined to continue their operations, with neither side willing to back down. On social media, the #Israel-Iran war is trending globally as millions watch the conflict unfold in real time. Videos of missile interceptions and explosions are circulating across platforms, amplifying global anxiety about what could come next. Experts warn that cyber warfare and satellite interference could soon play a role, as both sides possess sophisticated electronic warfare capabilities. As of now, the situation remains unpredictable. Israel's military spokesperson confirmed that retaliatory strikes against Iranian assets are ongoing, including deep strikes on suspected missile launch sites near Kermanshah and Isfahan. In response, Iran has placed its air defense forces on full alert and warned of devastating consequences if Israel continues its operations. What's clear is that this conflict is no longer confined to the shadows. The long-simmering hostilities between Israel and Iran have erupted into direct confrontation, testing both nations' resolve and the world's patience. If diplomacy fails, the consequences could reshape the Middle East for years to come. We'll continue monitoring this developing story and bring you verified updates as they unfold. This is Combat Intel Media. Stay alert, stay informed, and stay tuned for more real-time defense intelligence.